Hi everyone, it's Allie and I'm back. I was away for a little while. I went up north to just sort of decompress and unwind. I thought I might do some tarot stuff up there, but my internet connection was just terrible. So it was going to be too difficult to upload, which I suspected before I left. So I took a little internet break and it was awesome. I loved it. I highly recommend it. But I felt like doing a little week ahead reading. It's Sunday. This is when I normally do my week ahead readings. So let's get back into it. Oh, jumper. How are you? I hope you had a great week, 3 weeks while I was gone. Yeah, I missed this. Interesting. I'm building the suspense. Suspense for me too, because I don't know what's coming next. Oh, I should have said, I'm using, oh my god, that jumped. I'm using this version of the Smith-Waite deck from, oh gosh, Dark Forest Cards? Dark Cards Forest? Oh, I'm sorry. I've been out of it. I've been out of this for ages. Was just doing readings for myself for the last 3 weeks. I'll put a link to the Etsy shop below. They do this really nice sort of cardstock, and it's an aged finish, and it's really reasonably priced for this version of the Waite Smith deck. I've really been into my vintage decks lately, or even vintage looking decks, even if they're new. Okay. So what we have for this week is the Two of Swords, upright. We have the King of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles. So the immediate feeling I get from this particular spread of cards is, okay, we've got the Two of Swords, right? The blindfolded, crossed swords, perhaps a predicament, conundrum, a problem you're trying to work, or a crossroads, right? Where you're going to have to make a decision. So there's something in your world right now that feels like it's come to a tipping point and you've got to move in one direction or the other. And often it can feel like you're turning your back on this issue, or you just don't want to have to make that decision one way or the other. And I can totally relate to that. I just cannot stand closing doors. It's always been an issue of mine. I have friends who can just jump ahead and just make a decision and go. That tends to be a big struggle for me. So I can really relate. So if that's our starting point, right, there's something where you have to make a decision and go in a direction, and it may not be immediate, it may not even be this week, but it's something that's on the horizon. We've got the King of Swords in reverse, and then the Seven of Pentacles. And what this says to me is that your traditional way of thinking things through, right? If swords is the element of air and logic and thoughtful progression, right? The king is the ultimate example of that, right? He's gone through all of his stages of maturity and he's able to use logic and really work his way through one way or the other, which would be great. Except for here, he's in reverse. So I wonder if we look at it in combination with the Seven of Pentacles. That's how they came out to me. Sorry if you hear my cat. He's scratching on his little scratch pad over there. It says to me that your logical mind, like not even that, maybe your logical mind, but the things that you consistently use in order to make these hard decisions may not be enough in this case, right? He's been turned on his head. It's not all of the things you've habitually done in order to make decisions. Maybe you need to shift your perspective a little bit to broaden your horizons about how you're going to look at this. Maybe ask someone you haven't asked before about what they think with a different perspective. Be careful who you ask. Don't just do it indiscriminately, because then you're just going to get a bunch of varying answers with no foundation to put it on. But the inclusion of this Seven of Pentacles, right? This sowing seeds and then waiting for them to grow, it has this whole sense of newness, right? So are you thinking about this situation just in a totally straightforward manner, or are you thinking laterally, right? Have you exhausted all of your particular options? Is there a way to blend two things together? Are there resources here that you can plant and that will grow and help you in the future in this situation, right? So what are some new things? So to me, the Seven of Pentacles is about patience and newness, right? So if you have to make even a difficult decision now, what can you plant that is going to reap rewards for you down the road if this is a crossroads decision you have to make? And not to just rely on the things that you have relied on in the past. Nurture something new in yourself so that you can make this difficult decision. And that once you do make it, you're just going to sit right on those cards. Just going to sit right on them. Just going to hunker down. Right there. What was I saying? I'm so sorry. Oh my God, Kat. It's not going to be enough. You're not going to be able to just power think your way through this. Just add up your list of pros and cons as you see them. You're going to want to reach further afield so that you can really make a decision that's going to work for you in the future. So what does that mean? Ask around, but ask judiciously. Does someone have experience in this area? Are they supportive of you in all of the things that you want to accomplish, right? Don't just throw yourself out there willy-nilly. Find someone who's going to be in your corner already and ask them to help you think laterally, to plant these new seeds. And then also the Seven of Cards really is... Seven of Cards. I'm out of practice, guys. Sorry. The Seven of Pentacles, it's a card of patience, right? So just know that the things you put in place now, you may not see the fruits of at first. That transition that you make, that crossroads, that decision, it might not be great. It might feel kind of painful. But if you do this work first, before you head down that path, then that's the thing about the Seven of Pentacles. Think about the Nine of Pentacles and sort of what comes to fruition as a result of that, the Ten of Pentacles, right? It's all about growth and making things happen. So that's what I have to say in terms of, I have to pull the Two of Swords out from under my cat. Oh my God, I can barely pick the thing up. If this is where you're starting from, what are your seeds going to be? And that's what I have to say for this week. I have a new video planned. I'm going to do another one of my What I Have Learned From videos. I'm really excited to come into this fall season because this is when everybody gets really excited about things like tarot. So I've missed you. I hope you have a great week this week, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.